Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the farm. We're happy to have you. So we got a new member of the pig herd last night. I'm gonna take you out here and introduce you. So while we're moseying out, hey, y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Stick around for a little while. We love having you. So let's go out and meet the new piggy. All right, so we're here in the barn. We got Greta. She's been up and around a lot more. Still not seeing her put weight on her little foot there. So anyway, this is our new addition to the farm. Oops, sorry about the camera there. So the girls have named him Goose because when he was in the car and they were bringing him home, he sounded like one of those little Goose squeaker toys. And he is a Mahia Love, and he is absolutely adorable. So I've said several times that I think our Mahia Love Wiz is a good-looking pig. He's just unwaddled, but other than that, I think he's got a lot of characteristics that we're looking for. So we were in the market for another Mahia Love boar, and we got this little guy. I'll give some information on the farm here that we got him from, so you can go take a look and get to know them and see what other pigs they may have now or are coming available later on. So he's a pretty good sized little guy. We're pretty happy with the way he looks, and I think he's going to make a great addition to the herd. It'll take him a while. He'll have to grow out, but come this time next year, he should be working with the ladies. All right, let's go out here and check on these other pigs and see what's going on with them and the pumpkins. You can see their little back sticking up out there. They're working on pile number 2. I'm sure they're looking for pumpkins they can easily bust. I'm gonna grab a couple of these pumpkins here and toss them over in for the boars. I had to go down earlier today and clean out that whole lower pasture. Just get the pumpkins away from the hot wire. Ooh, fun. A couple of our little guys down there at the bottom. Ooh, 3 of them. I get all excited. Love seeing pigs on pasture. That's what they're made to do. Whew, pumpkin busting will wear you out. I knocked a few more open for these little squirts here too. Of course, they all come up the hill. Now all the sows are walking over to check us out. Sailor girl and I are having a stare down. All right, you win. Well, it's about to get interesting around here now. So Jules' babies are about 8 weeks. Come on, sweetie. So it's weaning time. I'm gonna move her up here to the pasture. And I think I'm gonna move the new piglet, Goose, down here with her babies. And then here in a couple days, I think Lemon's babies are gonna come over and she'll start weaning as well. Did you find you a pumpkin, Mama? Gonna tear that puppy up. Yeah, maybe I ought to go ahead and get Lemon off her piggies too. There's a whole pasture full of them out there. Now her piglets will be plenty warm down there. They got, there's 6 of them. They'll pile up and keep each other nice and warm. Yeah, getting Juliet moved up here, not a big deal. It won't be traumatic on her babies. Well, it's going to be traumatic, but it ain't going to be that bad. And she'll have a little separation anxiety, even though she's probably happy to get rid of them. She'll, a lot of it's just going to be maybe a little uncomfortable as she bags up there and until she dries up. That'll only take a couple days. All right, Lemon Girl ain't happy. I'm gonna take her some pumpkin. It ain't about being fair. These pigs got no concept of what fair is. You girls got all the pumpkin y'all can handle. Y'all just in the habit of getting fed. Little babies. I'll come get y'all some water. Yep, just barrel them right over there. It's like piranha. So we don't know why we're excited, we just know we are. Alright, so feeding frenzy is still commencing. Like piranha, they've almost reduced that pumpkin down to nothing. I got Juliet's babies some water. As you can see, they're drinking now. So I haven't seen Lemon allow her piglets to nurse in a few days. So, I mean, even though they're still, actually, I don't even know if they're trying to get out of teat. She's, I don't think she's been letting them nurse. She looks like she's drying up. So I may go ahead and move her today as well and combine these two pens.
KJ Michael Beard and Hillbilly's Fairy Tale can see them all as they make their way onto the backstretch. Caviar Skipper and Fern Pocket Jr. in front. John Stream is in the second position, and it's Hillbilly Kisses in third through an opening corner in 28 seconds flat. Rule the Pirate races past the Comfort in fourth, and it's Hillbilly Nation in fifth. Hillbilly Fairy Tale is up into the sixth position, and KJ Michael Gary can see them all as they come past the flagpole with Caviar Skipper showing the way. John Stream is stalking in the second position and making a move on the outside. It's Hillbilly Kisses in third. Rule the Pirate is in fourth, and it's Hillbilly Nation in fifth. Fairy Tale in sixth. John Stream and Chuck Perry Jr. coming up.
So just got everybody fed. We'll worm the horses. I got Greta squared away with some medicine, some painkiller. Peek in here real quick. Rose wanting to get in and eat Princess food. So Greta's looking good. I'd really like to see her put some weight on that. You doing all right in there, old man? We're gonna come over there and open this up soon. I hope you got your worm pills down you. Your worm paste. So she got some fresh water. Ro is pretty distraught because he wants to get in there and eat his food. That's why he's up my booty right now. Rinsed out the back of my truck because it was full of pumpkin guts. Put a new mineral block out for the horses. I set it up. The pigs may knock it off anyway. They've never gotten into it. If they have, they haven't consumed enough of it for it to be a problem. But for now, I figured I'd try to put it up. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. It very well could be. I guess we'll see what happens. So y'all can come back with a massive, "Oh, we knew that was going to happen. Told you so." That's all right. All right, let me cut this off so I can get in here without Ro barreling me over. Ro got all his worm meds. Prince got all his worm meds. Greta ate all her feed and came over and drank some water. And everybody seems to be content. Chickens got fresh water. Everybody's got their feed bins topped off for now. So this is how we're doing feed. These two on this side are pig feed. Ones on that side are for the horses. Now that's, each one of these will hold 3 50-pound bags. So there's 300 pounds of feed there. I'm thinking for the pigs, I could do 2 more of these galvanized buckets. And, you know, that'll keep 900 pounds on hand if I don't want to go to the feed store, but every few weeks, which may be a good solution. These galvanized trash cans, I think I got them from Tractor Supply. They were $30 each with a lid. They've held up pretty good. You you know, if you put them directly on the ground, they'll start showing some rust. I have these up on a pallet that I made to carry a 300-gallon water tote around that I had when I was watering the boars when I had them way out in the pasture this a couple years ago. So I think that's what we're going to do. All right, buddy, I think that's what we're going to do with feed for now. We'll just keep putting it in those galvanized bins, and it'll be just fine. You know, if I can keep even 600 pounds on hand, you know, that cuts a couple of trips to the feed store out. What you doing, Shay?
I'm sitting with some piglets when it's cold, so.
You're cold?
Yeah.
So Claire and I just got done doing chores. So Juliet's moved out. This is Goose. Claire, why'd y'all name him Goose?
Because he sounded like a goose. He sounded like he was honking.
Like he was honking?
Yeah. And all Mom thought of was Top Gun. And that goose.
She's got Top Gun on her brain.
Mm-hmm. Then she suggested Maverick, and I said no. His name is Goose.
Well, I do have a man crush on another farm's guard dog that's named Goose. So Goose is a good dog. Freya is no goose, that's for sure. But I think Goose is a good name.
Freya's a wimp.
Freya's a wimp. She's
unless it comes down to the mailman.
Right, she's the mailman is her mortal enemy.
Oh yes. Every single white truck now. Or any car that pulls up.
So this is the Harry Potter batch. Juliet is up in the pasture enjoying pumpkins. I think I'm gonna move these girls up there too, especially if we're gonna bring the juveniles down. We'll have to see how all this shakes out. I left Lemon with her babies for right now, and it looks like she has successfully dumped her water yet again. All right, cold girl, you want to go back in?
Yeah.
All right, Dusty
But I
Britches.
also wanna stay with the piglets.
They are cute. You need to be out here loving on them. So they're going to go into that teenager stage here real quick, and they're not going to want us touching them. That's Harry, and that's
Potter.
Hermione.
I'm pretty sure that one's Jenny, and then that one's Mrs. Weasley.
That one's Mrs. Weasley. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
And then we got
That's why we call her Mrs. Weasley.
Goose.
Goose!
Talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, he did.
Goose is deader than a hammer.
Better than a hammer.
Deader than a hammer. We're going to get that on the t-shirt. Yeah, Juliet's already made her way all the way down the bottom of the pasture. Like I said, she's been on this farm with us since we moved here. And actually, Romeo came not too long after we moved here, if I'm not mistaken. I'd let him out with all the sows, but my luck, he'd become viable all of a sudden. And we would have piggies when we didn't want them. Anyway, everybody seems to be settled. All right, well, we're starting the weaning of Lemon and her babies. It's Thursday, November 10th. Semper Fi Marines. Happy birthday. Hoorah for us, none for everybody else. We look awful good for 247 years. Anyway, see if I can get this pig up the hill. She's ringing the dinner bell here. She knows what to do. Hopefully she'll follow me. Come on, sweetie. Faithful as any dog, ain't you? Get everybody else stirred up here. This should be fun. Oh, don't trip me. This should be fun. All right, well, I apologize. I completely forgot to film her after I put her in the run up there, but mamas are separated. The Harry Potter group with Goose, and then the AC/DC Gilbert. I don't know where Gilbert came from. and yet to be named pig group. So anyway, man, I love the color on this little pig right here. Getting all fired up. Now my chore is to get these puppies gathered up and put in here, and then get some water straightened out because Lemon loves to dump it. So, all right, there's still feed all over the ground over here, some corn. I'm not really worried about them eating the corn. And they're still over there working on it. Draco, the little cream boar right there, he's going to stay intact. And there may be one of these boars that stay intact. And we got this little ginger swallow belly gilt that's, I think we're going to try to rehome. The rest of them are probably going to stay here on the farm. Well, I mean, the two boars may stay here on the farm too, but we'll see. Let them go for a little while and see how they grow out. Well, I got some of them. I got 3 that are like, no way, buddy. Not today. I ain't as spry as I used to be chasing these pigs around. All right, well, hopefully I'm not breathing too hard. That was a chore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 piggies. Now I just got to get them some water. Whew, that'll get the heart rate up. Yeah, I know you want some water. Hold on. Well, I can see they're already muddying up and spilling water. That's a good sign. These guys are just getting feed. That little bit of corn that's in there, they'll eat, but I won't be feeding them any more of it. Now, I'm not going to give them the big feeder like I did the last group. I don't think that worked. Not with this kind of pig. Girls are funny. I think tomorrow, well, it's supposed to be flooding tomorrow. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Thank you for your service, all you veterans out there. All right, and here with Greta. So let me touch her leg a little bit. She's warming up to us some. I don't know if I'm seeing any improvement or not. She's got meds in her food. She just needs to eat it. She's starting to look a little thin there. Now, granted, that's also looking at all the other pigs who are, I'm used to looking at so fat they can't stand it, eating all them pumpkins. What's up, girl? Want me to let you back outside? I'm not letting Ro in here to eat Prince's feed. Got my Ginsu out here, slicing in half some pumpkins so these pigs can get at them. Some of them are pretty soft, and some of them hard as a rock. They're starting to send this batch down the hill. Easy enough. I ain't a lefty. Not for this anyway. Whew, I smell a skunk. Essence of polecat. As long as it stays away from the dogs, I guess we'll be okay. Just got to get a spot where they can get a hold of these puppies. They don't really have too large of a mouth. Well, I just rattled on for a pretty good bit of time, Ginsu and pumpkins, and realized I wasn't even recording. So I was saying the coonies don't have a big mouth, so it's hard for them to get a hold of these. So this just gives them a little head start and gives me a reason to come out here and get my heart rate up. Some of these are starting to roll down the hill. See where they've been chasing them down. Whew. Man, these pumpkins are ugly. Some of them are anyway. So it was 3 or 4 years ago. We had the pigs back up behind the barn and we had fed them some pumpkins and took them out of that spot, and we weren't really mowing or doing anything back there. And I come out one day and just found a gorgeous pumpkin patch. It was quite nice. Very nice pumpkins. All right, well, that was fun. This cheapo machete, I've had this thing for a while. I've lost it a couple times. Obviously found it a couple times. But yeah, you ain't gonna do no strenuous work with it. Whew. So let me turn you around here. So Lemon, we just stuck out here in the pasture. Big Finger, she's right down there by that brush pile I need to burn with a couple other pigs, eating some pumpkins that have rolled down there into it. Babies come running out when I start busting these up. They were quite excited. Oops, I got Prince, Juliet, and Hazelnut closed up in the barn so Prince could eat without getting terrorized by Rochambeau, and I'm sure he's standing right there at the door wishing hateful stuff on me. Well, at least they cleaned up your mess. Yeah, here comes Ro. He'll barrel right over you. You're not careful. You gotta pay attention. So she's got horse feed all over her back. Now the horses will start licking them like they're some kind of freaking get high frog or some crap. Popcorn looking tasty, bud. All right, out of there for now. Let's give these chickens some scratch and we'll go down and check on the babies again. I gotta check the big waters up here. Man, I'm sweating. Yeah, the windshield was frosted this morning. It was like 28 degrees. Sweating my behind off out here. So the mulberry tree and the comfrey is starting to die back a little bit. A little mulberry bush here. Those should do very well this coming spring. I think once I get at least this walnut knocked down, that'll help a little bit. I think I'm going to leave that one there because it gives a little bit of shade. It's in not too bad a shape. See what the pig's been rubbing on it. Yeah, comfrey, Mr. McMahon, if you're watching out there, this is the plant your comfrey come off of, and it came off of that big one up in the garden. So hopefully that comfrey I sent you is doing all right. What's going on, piggies? Huh? What are y'all doing? Y'all doing a good job eating all that feed. Huh? Y'all coming over to check me out now? It was nothing but running and squealing earlier. See y'all getting y'all's water all dirty too. That was all nice and clean. No, I don't give them too big of a water bowl, because last thing I want is a pig getting in one and not being able to get out. Clara has made a travel team, a regional travel team, not a nationwide travel team, thankfully, so it will only be local-esque travel. But she is quite excited. Congratulations to her and a couple of her volleyball friends who also made the team. But the sun is shining this morning. We had that storm blow through yesterday. Let's see what we got here. Just a smidge over 3 inches of rain. That was a lot. Got some kale coming in here, some lettuce. Lettuce is looking good. It's probably in the 60s right now. It ain't gonna last. It's supposed to get cold next couple days. Anyway, time to go buy pig feed so I can get these critters fed. Barnyard is absolutely disgusting. Lemon Girl seems to be adjusting just fine. Juliet's doing great. All the piglets are down there doing well. It looked like little Greta was trying to put some weight on her back leg, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on her. Rochambeau and Prince here, they don't have it figured out right now. Prince felt as though he was starving and needed to get on Rose food, and Rose in there enjoying Prince's food. Most of Prince's weight supplement is on the bottom of that feeder, so by the time Prince gets done here, Rose should have ate his portion, and they'll probably swap places. It's all good fun on the farm. So the boars are doing well. Everybody survived the rain. I just unloaded 300 pounds of pig feed, and I stopped and got some more vegetables from Adam's Apples. Got the chickens some scratch. This rooster's telling me thank you. Let's go check on our girl over here to see how she survived the storm. Now, I see her eggs. I don't see her. I know she was out here because Amanda talked about it, so she might be over there getting her some breakfast. This seemed to hold up pretty good, although you can tell where it's starting to get a wet spot from the runoff there. Looked like the rain was blowing in this way, but it didn't reach my tools, which I still have out here. I need to get in there and work on this barn. But I think I'm gonna move Hazelnut down into that other farrowing pen. She's gonna be coming due here in the next month. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good one. I spent yesterday out at Double Spur Outfitters in Star Tannery, Virginia, at the Proper Patriot Veterans Day event. Amazing event. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, this storm blew through, and it was pretty wet out there, but we had a good time nonetheless. It's always good to get together with fellow veterans and just keep that camaraderie going. I met some amazing new people. It's always humbles me, I guess, to see veterans who have served their country. Some of them for just a handful of years. Some of them, like myself, who did a pretty good amount of time but didn't retire. Only did 12 years in the Marines. And then folks who did, around 30 years. And just the things that they're doing after their service to this country is pretty cool to look at. So, anyway, I know I put a plug in for Proper Patriot. It's American stuff. I mean, their t-shirts might be a little more expensive, but they're actually being produced a couple towns over. And I think the quality is great. I wear them all the time. So once again, check out Proper Patriot. I'll drop a link. Justin's a great guy. Puts a lot of time and effort into pulling this event off. The folks out at Double Spur Outfitters, just another great group of folks, and we really appreciate them providing the venue and making it a great day for the veterans. Mama's back there getting some fuel treatment in my mower for the winter here. It's a muddy mess. I need to get some gravel hauled in. All right, let me start tending this farm. Yeah, Prince, starving to death. And you drooling everything out there on the ground. Let's y'all get out of this mud. All right, these boys got the new produce since they haven't had the pumpkins. And whoo, that stuff was smelly. But they seem to be enjoying it. Of course, all these weirdos are cleaning up after Rochambeau. And he is once again distraught because he can't get the Prince. but that's okay. Got my mower turned off. Fuel's treated on it. I do not think I'm going to run it again this year, even though yard could probably use it. Oh, would you quit? You big old baby. You'll get in there in a minute. Let him have his feed. He's the one that can't keep the weight on. So distraught. So anyway, yeah, I think I'll not run the mower again this year, even though I probably stand to do it. Ain't no use in wasting the money. That grass will be there come next spring. So yeah, y'all keep that, these pigs, keep that stuff back from that wire. I know I dumped it right there because that thing weighed a ton. I'll get that stuff back over there. Sorry if I was just filming out into oblivion. Yeah, it is still a muddy mess out here. But they done a good job on them pumpkins out there. The ones that were right over here are almost all gone. And I come home earlier today from running some errands and picking some stuff up with a man, and they were out there working on those other ones I was ginsuing yesterday. Ain't that right, lemon girl? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You ain't missed your babies a lick, have you? What are you foaming at the mouth? All crazy. Look, you ain't got pumpkin on your nose. Hazelnut, I think tomorrow we're taking you down to that other farrowing pen. Get you separated out from the rest of this crew. And hopefully we can get those girls up here into the pasture. You got you a turnip or something there, bud? You come out of there like it's the best thing in the world. I'm down here to see the girls. They have eaten every smackerel of pumpkin. You can see where they've eaten the grass down right up to the hot wire. Y'all still working on some grass. Y'all want some more Osage fruits? There's a bunch of them up here. End up getting myself zapped here. This tree's like the gift that keeps on giving. There's a mess of Osage this year. And Shirley said, I ain't scared. Well, they're working them over now. I need to get them right in there because those are going to do nothing but sprout Osages next year. And the last thing I want is any more of these puppies growing, because they are a pain. Hey everybody. Have my Mr. Rogers moment here for a minute. It's Sunday morning. What would that be, the 13th? I think it's the 13th of November. It's probably in the low 40s right now. Yeah, maybe mid 40s. It's gonna warm up to I think a balmy 48 degrees today. So it's gonna be a good day. Got to start getting stuff ready for winter around here. So we got some stuff on the list. We'll see how far I get. And the babies aren't even out yet. They're probably all snuggled up. So I'm going to get them some more hay for their house. Get these hoses unhooked so we can start getting them drained at night. That'll keep them from freezing and help us with getting water out to everybody. All right, we only have one outside spigot for the house. So we run a hose from it over to this little, I don't even know what you call this thing, but this hose goes over to the garden. This hose here runs out to the horses, and this one here is for the pigs right over here. But what we have to do is in the evenings, we have to unhook everything. This will gravity drain down this hill. This one, when it gets unhooked on the other side of the house, will gravity drain. And this one here will drain by gravity as well. We just got to make sure we pull them out straight and the water drains out, or these things will freeze solid. So yeah, this will get disconnected right here, and we'll just throw it down the hill, and then we'll unhook it on the other side, and it'll drain. Seems to work all right, as long as we don't forget to do it. So we got a lot of pigs up here now. So I'm gonna bring those 2 extra pig houses up. And I think I'm gonna put both of them right up here. Maybe just over a little bit. Well, if the pigs want to sleep in them, they can. I noticed the other morning there were pigs sleeping. Oh, where am I at here? Under this Osage tree here. And I know these fools have been sleeping right down there by the fence, right by that pumpkin. So they haven't been sleeping in their house. Comes popcorn. Looking tasty. My girl's getting mad at me. I keep saying that. He is, though. It's a lot of potential bacon right there in motion. So we know what this means. I'd like to thank the Gorrillas for the pumpkins. The pigs will greatly appreciate it. That's not a bad haul. Not a bad haul at all. Let's go get these to the piggies. So any of y'all out there in the market for a tractor, getting one that's got the quick attaches on the front is just a no-brainer. So I looked at several different brands: Mahindra, John Deere, Kubota, New Holland, and there might have been another local dealer that had another one of the brands. I went and looked at, and some of them came with quick attach as standard, and some of them didn't. Especially in I guess this would be considered a compact tractor. But this is a L3301, so a 33 horsepower tractor. So this one will be, I think, just a little less than 30 horsepower, or 33 horsepower at the PTO. But so far, it's been a great tractor. If I could go back, I probably would not have gotten the R4 tires on it. I would have went ahead and got ag tires, especially on my hills here. Now, these are pretty easy on your property, but they just don't give me the grip sometimes that I would have gotten out of ag tires. Some point down the road, I'll have to swap these out, and I guess it'll be decision time then. But I still got a ways to go on that. And the rear tires are fluid filled. But yeah, having a quick attach, no brainer. Make sure you get one. It just makes your life a lot easier. And it's about that easy. The other thing I want to get for this tractor is a quick attach for the back end. Because one problem I have here on the property is nothing's level. I mean, it's sloping this way, and like trying to set my cutter down somewhere that I can easily back up and hook it up without having to manhandle it has been a challenge. So I think I'm going to end up investing in the 3-point quick attach. It'll make hooking up to that and my land plane, which are the 2 rear attachments I have. Well, I guess I have the chipper over there as well. I don't know if that would be quick attach compatible, so that might be an issue at some point. But it's a beast. I mean, it takes me, I'm getting better at it, but you know, it's just a pain in the butt. You know, luckily those things are, I don't know, only like 800 pounds, so you know, no big deal just tossing those around. Now it's just a little bit too wide for my pallet forks, but once I tilt it back, it'll ride just fine. All right, so I got those moved out there. I counted pigs too. These guys crack me up. They're all accounted for. We got one of them out there sleeping. Man, I love watching pigs out in the pasture. So I'm not moving my sows just yet because I went down there and dumped those pumpkins over the fence. And they are tearing them up right now. The babies have all ventured back inside. I guess they're a little chilly. But yeah, this just gives the pigs opportunity to sleep somewhere other than in the barn if they so choose. I think I'm going to start closing this door up at night for Greta. She doesn't get too chilly in there since it's just her. I'll get a couple bales of hay down here shortly and make sure everybody's got a little bit of hay in their house, especially the babies down there, so they can get snuggled up. I don't know, they're talking a snow event this week, a chance of it anyway. My luck, it'll just be an ice event, and it'll just wreck everything. When I say wreck everything, it just makes the traffic and roads around here a mess. All right, everybody, I guess we'll go ahead and close this out for the week. Just a few more things left to do here on the farm today, and then the bulk of it's going to be stacking that firewood, so not a whole lot of excitement there, but if I manage to get those sows moved, I'll go ahead and get that in next week's video, I guess, which ain't a whole lot of excitement there either. Hopefully they'll follow the food bucket and not give me a run for my money. If I can get Fig and Sailor Girl to cross that line where the hot wire's been, that'll be a good thing as well. I just got a big splinter in my finger. Always something. So anyway, once again, if you made it this far, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that notification bell if you want to know when we're posting new videos. And yeah, thanks for joining us, and look forward to seeing y'all next week. Everybody take care now.